Hello students, welcome to grade 7 English grammar class. And in this session today, we are going to practice degree of adjectives. So you already know about adjectives, that these are the describing words that describe the features, character traits, and other things about a particular person or a thing or any object around you. When we talk about the adjectives, we know that they actually help us to define a particular noun and object in detailed manner, right? When we are talking of the degree of adjectives, right? So, degree, what is a degree? It means that it is staying at one place first, that is the positive one. When we increase the intensity of that word by adding a group of letters into it, as in a suffix, right? And the intensity is little higher, then we say that this degree is little higher than the positive degree, which is staying, hence it is actually the comparative degree. So the suffix which is added to the adjective is actually er in the second form of degree, that is comparative. Then comes the highest degree of adjective, where the suffix est is added, right, in the root word of any adjective, right? So this is how we actually say that there are three basic degrees of adjective. So the first degree will be positive, that stays as is. Then we say comparative, and then superlative. So as we read the names, right? Positive, as it is, the root word actually. Comparative, when two things are compared with each other. And superlative, when the thing is compared in a large group and that stands as the highest, right? So we'll take few basic examples first and see that what are the degrees of those particular words. Like if I take the word good. So can I add er and frame the comparative degree for good as in gooder? No. So what is the comparative degree for good? That's better, right? So you can say, yeah, it's fairly good for me. Okay, so that is actually better, but this is the best, right? So you can take an example as in, yeah, banana is good for me in the morning, but papaya is actually better, but I think apple is the best, right? So when you compare between or among the objects, here you use the degrees, right? So superlative will be the best. Hence it still says super which is of the highest order, right? So good, better, best. Similarly, when we talk about the opposite, right, the bad, right? So what will be the comparative or the superlative degree for bad? Can we say badder and baddest in informal when people use it as as in the slang or the colloquial language, right? Bad, badder, baddest? No, baddest. It is actually worse and worst. Yes, simple as that, right? So these are the basic irregular adjectives where er and est are hidden within the words itself, right? There are words where we actually add er and est, like high. Okay, high. What will be the comparative degree? Higher. And what will be the superlative degree? Highest. Right? Similarly, big, bigger, biggest. Small, smaller, smallest. But there are some irregular descriptive words, the adjectives, where er and est are not added in the words. Like beautiful. Can we add ER and make it beautifuler and then beautifulest? No, that will be inappropriate conversion of the adjective in comparative or superlative degree. So how do we treat these words? We actually say more beautiful, right? For comparison between two, right? And for superlative, we say most beautiful. The basic example, you take another example like this, intelligent, right? So in comparative degree, it will become more intelligent, and in superlative degree, it will become the most intelligent. So when we learn these degrees, what is to be noticed? This is how you have just understood that how to convert the degrees, how to understand the degrees when they are used in positive sense, positive to comparative, comparative to superlative. When we use them in the sentence, what is the difference which we notice? So let's take a look at how do we treat these degrees when used in the sentence, right? So if I say Nina is a beautiful girl, but when I compare the two girls, Nina and Rima, so I say Rima is more beautiful than Nina. And then I say, I think Seema is the most beautiful girl, right? So Nina, positive. Then when the comparison is happening, we use the comparative degree, and what is the like connective which we are using here. So see, with better or with the ER, actually we use than, 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 right? And with the best, that is the EST, we use the. But where do we use the? In the beginning, right? We do not use afterwards. So it is actually better than, the best, the most, right? So this is how we understand the usage and we use it in the sentences. Now when we compare two things together, like a city like Agra and Delhi. So you like Agra more than Delhi. So you will write like, I like Agra more than Delhi when it comes to the beauty of the city, right? Somebody says, I like Delhi more than Agra when it comes to the cleanliness of the city, right? So this is how you use the degrees in your sentences. But when you actually compare more than two objects together, more than two things or more than two people, with each other, then you have to choose the best, right? So you can say that, Agra is better than Delhi, but Jaipur is the best city when it comes to living a happy, peaceful life, right? So when you do the comparison, so it means that out of all, Jaipur stands the best, right? So this is how the comparison is done among 2-3 cities together. So like Rahul is intelligent, but Mohan is more intelligent than Rahul, but Sham is the most intelligent boy in the class, right? So he stands as a superlative degree because he is the brilliant, he is the most intelligent child in the class. This is how you actually make use of these degrees, right? So I hope you have understood how to use the degrees when it comes to writing the sentences, right? Few degrees which we will just practice, like bright. So what will become, in comparative, brighter, and superlative will be brightest, right? Short will become shorter in comparative degree and shortest in the superlative degree. Near will become nearer, right? And nearest in superlative. So near, nearer, nearest, right? Then we have close, closer, and closest. Noble, nobler, noblest, right? The one thing which you have to notice here is that you are using ER and EST, but like a word like close, right? and in comparative you have to add ER. Will you frame spelling like CLOSEER? No, this will be a wrong use. The spelling will remain like CLOSER. So there will be no double E here. Right? There will be just one single E here. So omission of one E will take place in such words which are actually ending with E. Right? Some more examples like closes, noble. So noble will become nobler and noblest. So right, like closer and closest. So closest. Right? So omission of one E will happen. In noble also nobler and noblest. Right? Omission of one E will happen. Brave will become braver and bravest. Right? So omission of one E will take place here also. Some positive degrees end with consonant Y. We remove Y and add an IER and IEST to form the comparative and the superlative degrees like easy. So this is an easy job, right? So how will you show this easy in comparative degree? You know that the spelling of easy is EASY, but when you have to change it to comparative degree, you will write EASIER. Easier, right? So omission of Y will be replaced by I, like that of the plural cases, right? And ER will be added, and in easiest also EASIEST, right? So it will be treated like this. Early, earlier, earliest. Again, Y will be omitted and IER will be added for the comparative degree and IEST will be added for the superlative degree. Pretty, prettier, prettiest. Again, Y will go PRETTY. So Y will go and IER will be added in the comparative degree and IEST will be added in the superlative degree. Right? Then it says some positive degrees end with one syllable, a single consonant and short vowel. In such cases, we make the consonant double and, at, and, ER and EST to form comparative and superlative degree. Like, you know, the short syllables like big, right? So it's a very, very short syllable. So in our comparative degree, big will bigger. So what we do? We actually, to stress more onto it, we add one more G. So it becomes bigger and biggest. Right? Similarly, we have fit. So just short syllables. Right? Very single consonants, right? And the short syllables. So here, what will we do? We will just add one more, consonant into it. Like fit. Fit is a short vowel. It's a very soft vowel, right? So fit, FIT, fit. It's not feet, it's fit. So T will be double here. So fitter and fittest. Simple as that. Fit, fitter, fittest, right? And then we have mad. So see, mad, madder, maddest, sad, sadder, saddest, and thin, thinner, thinnest. These are the cases where the consonant will be double in both comparative and superlative degrees. Then some positive degrees have two or more than two syllables. We add more before positive to form comparative and most before positive to form superlative degree, like active, right? So we have two syllables here. Two syllables here, right? Active. So here active, activer, activiest, too many syllables, right? So to remove that repetition of the syllables, we will just simply add more in front of the word to make it a comparative degree and most in front of the word to make it a superlative degree. So more active, most active, right? Few more examples like brilliant, more brilliant, most brilliant. Careful, more careful, most careful. Difficult, more difficult, most difficult. Then learned, more learned and most learned. Popular, more popular and most popular, right? Now, the next rule is some adjectives are irregular. they form their comparative and superlative degree differently, which we have already discussed in the beginning of our session. Irregular are like bad, worse, worst, good, better, best, right? Well, for well also we say I'm well. This is the positive degree. But you have to convert the positive degree into comparative degree. You will say better. I'm better today. Oh, I'm the best. Right? So, well, better, best, right? Good, better, best, bad, worse, worst, former, worst, evil, worse, worst. Right? With evil also we use the same comparative and the superlative degree, worse and worst. Inner, innermost, uppermost, little, less or lesser, then least. Right? So, little will have comparative degree as less or lesser, and then the superlative will be least. Now we have some exercises, so let's practice them. Right? So, first says fill in the blanks with correct form of adjectives given in the bracket. So, this is one of the. So, whenever you notice the, right, in the beginning of the sentence, which form of degree will be put over there? So we have already discussed wherever there is the, right? So superlative degree will come. So difficult you notice two short vowels, hence it will be most difficult. The most difficult chapters in mathematics, right? Aurora is a dash beautiful natural light phenomena that occurs in the polar regions. Here neither you notice than nor the written in the sentence, hence it will remain as it is. So it will remain as in aurora is a beautiful natural light phenomenon that occurs in the polar regions, right? Then the third one says she is a intelligent girl, this is in the bracket, but her sister is dash intelligent of all, right? When of all is coming, then you know that you have to use superlative degree and you have to add the, even if it is not given in the sentence. So how will you say this? That she is an intelligent girl, but her sister is the most intelligent of all, right? Then fourth says Anuj is dash tall, his friend is dash than him, but Summer is the dash of all. See, simple. Anuj is tall. Anuj is tall. His friend is taller than him, but Summer is the tallest. The tallest of all. Right? Then the next sentence is she is dash elder among her 5 brothers and sisters. So the is not given here, but you know among means lot of people. Among more brothers and sisters. So you will write she is the eldest. She is the eldest among her 5 brothers and sisters. Right? Now fill in the blanks to make comparison as directed in the given bracket. So he is, use not as. He is not as strong as his opponent. Okay? He is not as strong as his opponent. This is also a comparison, right? So here, instead of using the degree of adjective as an ER-EST, we just use the substitution, right? Adding the conjunctions like as, right? It is actually the prepositions which are working here. Meenu is dash intelligent, his brother. Use as. Meenu is as intelligent as her brother. Rome is beautiful, Paris. Now you have to use as. So Rome is as beautiful as Paris. This chapter is as important as the last one chapter. His bike is as fast as a bullet. This is the comparison. Now here in the last exercise, you just have to use these words like happy, active, good and old to frame the sentences. So you can frame your own sentences, right? So here students, this session about the degree of adjectives and its usage is over. We have already understood that there are 3 major degrees. right? Positive, comparative, and superlative degrees of adjectives. When it comes to use them in proper sentence formation, we use them accordingly by understanding the nature of the comparison done in the sentence, whether it is taking place between two people. So we'll use the comparative degree. When it is more than two people, then we will use the superlative degree to make that particular thing, person, or any objects stand alone as the best. Right? I hope you really learned well during this session. In our next session, we will begin with a new concept of grammar. Till that time, keep revising all the concepts. Thank you.